Hello, my dear student. How are you all? I hope everyone is fine. Once again, I am in front of you all with a very important discussion. There are two type of student in a CA examination. One is deserving student, others are non-deserving student. Sir, who are non-deserving student? Non-deserving student are those students who has filled the examination form but are not at all serious for examination. Means they are not preparing for CA examination as per the requirement of ICI. Means this video is not for non-deserving students. So who are deserving students? Deserving students are those students who are preparing for examination as per ICI requirement and they are giving their best as per their potential to become CA. But it has been seen that deserving students also take multiple attempts to pass CA examination. Means there are some deserving students who will pass the examination in first attempt and there are some deserving students who will take multiple attempts to pass CA examination, means to become chartered accountant. What is the reason behind that? There are many reasons, because there are many reasons why students take lot of attempts. One of the important reason is that these students are not able to complete entire question paper in 3 hours. I always say in class that if you want to become CA in first attempt and if you want to score good marks in CA examination, you should able to complete entire question paper in 3 hours. Also, I always say that even though you don't know the answer, you should attempt it, because when you are attempting any question, you write down something, and if you are writing something, you make it 1 marks or 2 marks out of 10 marks. And I hope as a CA student you know the importance of 1 marks and 2 marks in CA examination, because in CA examination 1 marks and 2 marks will help you in getting aggregate. Any student who is getting 199 in CA examination may need to write down examination once again. Any student who is getting 200 marks will become chartered accountant in CA examination. So there is a lot of importance of 1 marks and 2 marks in CA examination, and therefore we always say that you should attempt even though you don't know the answer. And if any student who knows the answer but are not able to complete the entire question paper due to lack of time, I will say this will be the worst condition in their life. So can I say when a deserving student are not able to become chartered accountant due to due to this factor, can I say it is painful not only from student point of view but also from faculty's point of view. Today's video is based on this discussion how to complete the paper in 3 hours time in exam hall. I will suggest you many points. Let us discuss one by one each point. Can we start? Yes, sir, we can start. The first point is that the students should use 15-minute reading time effectively to find out the order of answering and to find out one of the optional questions which they are supposed to leave. Already we have prepared a video on this matter, that how to effectively use 15-minute reading time that you can go through. So can I say that this 15 minute is very important? This is very important to complete the entire question paper in 3 hours. Why? Because this will help you to find out the order of answering. Second point, which is very important, that any student should maintain the speed from the first question. It has been seen that students start slowly and they will try to maintain good handwriting, but it is an understood fact that in C examination no extra marks is given for good handwriting. Therefore, writing first question slowly to maintain good handwriting is a wastage of time. Correct? Therefore, you should have a track on time from the first question only, and you should complete the first question in the allocated time. Correct? Yes, sir. I hope you have understood this point. Next point, read the question carefully. This is very important point. I say always in C examination, question is more important than solution. Means if you are not reading the question carefully, therefore whatever you are writing, this will be that will be incorrect. Means you should give some time to question, and while reading the question you should write down the analysis of that question, or you may draw the timeline of that question in the answer paper. No marks will be deducted if you are preparing analysis of that question in the answer paper. Correct. To read the question carefully, read the requirement of the question carefully. It has been seen that students do not read the requirement of question carefully and they write whatever is not required. For example, in share-based payment chapter, the in the question paper, the requirement is that uh, the requirement is of ledger account, but student had not read the question carefully and they have drawn the journal entries. So can you see, even though they have written journal entry which may be correct, but they will not get any marks for that. So this will be a wastage of time. To read the requirement of the question, read the question carefully so that you may save some time. Correct? Giving time to question is not wastage of time. Understood? Yes, sir. Very important point. Then there is no requirement to draw lines. So you can avoid drawing lines for journal, ledger and balance sheet. But it does not mean you will not follow the format as required by the Schedule 3 of Companies Act for balance sheet and SOPL. I'm not saying about format. Format is required, but you can avoid drawing lines. Means no marks will be deducted if you are not maintaining lines. Understood? So can I say with this you can save some time? Yes, sir. Then use of abbreviation in the solution is permitted in C examination. Means you can use short form. For example, I hope you have gone through the screen. I have given some example. For example, you can write down PPE instead of property, plant and equipment. You can write GRB for guaranteed residual value. You can use IP for investment property, IA for intangible asset, GVB means gross book value, GBV net book value, NBV, correct, and so on. Means whatever short forms you are using, that should be understood by the examiner. Means any short form which cannot be understood by the examiner, for that marks can be deducted. For example, if you are writing DEP instead of depreciation, of course any examiner can understand, because that is a question of depreciation. They will easily understand, of course, that is depreciation only, even though you are writing DEP. If you are writing imp dot loss, that is impairment loss, it is understood, so marks will not be deducted. But if suppose for contingent consideration you are writing CC, so even I will not understand what you are writing. CC means what? It is not understandable. For that marks can be deducted. Means whatever short form you are using, make sure that it can be understood by what examiner. Understood? Yes, sir. Correct. I hope you have understood the use of abbreviation in the solution is permitted. You can use the short form as much whatever is understood by the examiner. Yes, sir. Then next point, there is no need to start with the main solution. Main solution means suppose the requirement of the question is to draw the consolidated balance sheet. Correct. Now you can start with working note and at the end you can write down the main solution, means you can draw the consolidated balance sheet. So there is no need to start with the main solution, you can start with the working note. Sometimes a student is not able to understand how to start. How to start? I will say whatever you have understood from there you start. Don't waste your time in analyzing how to start. Whatever you have understood, start from there. It has been seen that once you start writing the answer, eventually you will complete the entire solution. In this way you can save some time. I will say don't think much in starting the solution. Whatever you have understood, start from there. You can start with working note, you can start with main solution, whatever you want. Correct? Yes, sir. The next point which is very important, that suppose if you are interrupted in between any question, means in writing any solution for that question, then start with a new question immediately. Stop writing the solution for that given question and start with a new question immediately. Don't waste your time thinking about a concept of that particular question in which you are interrupted. Correct? And can I say you can leave sufficient pages required for that question and you can start with a new question. How many pages? Can I say you can leave maximum pages, because you have given examination fee only for taking pages only. So don't think about the pages. You can leave one page, two page, three page, whatever you want. Correct? Understood? Means what I want to say, that you should start with a new question, leave some space for the question which you are not able to attend. For example, you started with 4A done. Now 4B you are not able to answer because you have forgotten the concept, or 4B in between you are interrupted. Leave sufficient space for that particular question. Start with 4C. Understood? Just don't waste your time thinking the concept in exam hall. I always say in my class that exam hall is not a place to show your knowledge. Exam hall is a place to score marks, and you can score marks when you will be able to write as much as you can in the 3 hours time. Correct? Means in 3 hours time you should be able to write entire question paper. Knowledge you can show after becoming CA. Understood? Yes sir, we have understood. Then last point, if I want to summarize, there are three special points that you should demand the additional paper if required in advance. Correct? Means suppose you are writing question number 4A, and while writing question number 4A you feel that you require additional paper after completion of question number 4A. So I will say demand additional paper in advance so that you can save some time, because every invigilator will take some time to give additional paper to you. Understood? Second point, ignore your surroundings. Whatever is happening either in the exam hall, outside the exam hall, ignore it completely. Even though something happened to your immediate friend, ignore that time, that situation. Ignore your surrounding completely. Focus on your paper. This 3 hour is very important. This 3 hour will make you a chartered accountant. Understood? This 3 hour you are not supposed to waste a single minute. Understood? Yes sir. Then last but not least, avoid bio break. I hope you understood what I want to mean by bio break. So I will suggest you not to drink much water either at the beginning of exam or during the exam. If you want to use toilet before the examination. Correct? Understood. So you should avoid bio break during the examination. In this way you can save some time, and that time whatever saved you may use for completing the entire question paper. Understood? I hope whatever I have said you have understood, and it will help you to complete the entire question paper in 3 hour time. For today this much only. We'll meet once again in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, enjoy your remaining day, enjoy your remaining studies, enjoy your studies, and become CA as soon as possible. All the best. Bye bye, take care.